Hello everyone, Cracked Up Survival here, and today I'm going to be showing you what you would normally take out in a cadet training course of Fieldcraft. Normally I would do this for specified star grades, but obviously if you're a recruit this is perfectly fine. You'll most likely be doing something completely different. If you're a recruit you'll most likely be staying back in your barracks or billets. It's for 1 stars and above that obviously do the Fieldcraft, because obviously I did Fieldcraft as a 1 star and I passed on my Fieldcraft to get my 2 star. So at the moment I'm only a cadet, still waiting for a promotion, so I'm gonna have to actually get serious now. So first we're going to start off on the boots, then we'll move on to the kit and warm kit, which is the same as regular kit, and then we'll move on to personal admin, cooking tools, and your waterproofs. So let's start off with boots. So these are regular brown All Big Defenders. I'd much rather prefer wearing these in the field because it keeps your feet warm with your black cotton socks, which are most likely recommended to wear instead of thin socks because your feet will get cold. These are more recommended because they're fully leather. You pull out the laces, polish the whole boot, waterproof them, including the tongue, don't mind the tag. And yeah, this will just waterproof the boot and most likely keep your feet warm. Now with the black pair of boots it's a bit different because obviously they're insulated and they've got a fabric on them. Don't worry about this because you can still perfectly polish them. You just have to pull out all laces. You can polish down here, around the back, and on the toe caps, and all the way around here. As you can see, the boots are a bit different, but that's only because there wasn't too much mud. These were used when I was out with some friends, so obviously they were clean beforehand because I cleaned them, but I haven't cleaned them since then. For an example, so take this as your clean boot and this is your dirty boot. So don't worry about if they're fabricated, that'll be perfectly fine. Now, on the regular kit, you obviously got your regular MTPs. So what I would recommend with your kit is you always have a pair of twists, but if you aren't able to get twists before you go to camps, I suggest using your ties in the bottom to prevent ticks on going on your legs. Obviously you're not going to be able to tell unless you actually see them with your eyes because they've got an anaesthetic that stops you from feeling the bite. Now on a warm kit, there's not too much about a warm kit. You've got your Norwegian fleece, and I've got a fleece that cadets aren't normally supposed to have because obviously CSMs normally wear them. In cadets that are company sergeant majors, probably the same in the British Armed Forces. In America then I think it's commander sergeant major, not so sure, maybe command sergeant major. But cadets aren't supposed to have these, but these do a way better job keeping you warm than the Norwegian fleece because the Norwegian fleece is slightly thinner than what woolen fleece is. So now on to personal admin, which obviously I'm not going to take a colourful notebook out, they'll most likely have web text. So this is a small little toiletry, so if you're in cadets they'll most likely be portaloos, so the tissues that you get in your ration packs, I suggest you keep them. These are not the ones that I get in the ration packs, these are just ones from the store. Normally the ones in the rations have an orange packaging, maybe they've changed them after a while but I don't actually know. Next bit, first aid kit. This is only a cheap little £2 one from a shop. Still can do stuff, so it's got a sterilised bandage in it. It has 1 bandage, 10 fabric plasters, 1 pair of scissors, 2 cleansing wipes, 2 gauze dressings, 2 latex gloves, and 1 micro pore tape, which I've already used. Now, on a little bit of cooking lighters. So one is a jetty, which is a jet lighter, and one is just a standard lighter in case one of them runs out of gas. Obviously, if you're out in the field, you're going to get dirty, so a little 50p bottle of Asda hand sanitizer will probably do you for the aftermath of the field. Then you've got sun cream or sun lotion, SPF 30. But if you're going to something like in the summer, I suggest FPS 40 or 50. Maybe if, how the cadets put it, ginger cream, then maybe SPF 60. Because obviously it affects you more because you've got thin skin. DEET cream. Wouldn't recommend DEET cream. I'd much rather prefer Mozzie spray, but at the moment I don't have any of that. Now let's get onto the little notes and stuff. So obviously this is just something I'll bring out to a regular detachment night or a regular camp, which I won't be doing Fieldcraft in. Normally you'd bring a Webtex, as I've mentioned. Webtex notepad. Wouldn't prefer using a pen. I suggest pencil because pen will smudge if it starts raining. Now you go on to your cam cream. This, I would not recommend this cam cream because it's actually pretty bad, as in, so you see the order's a bit different, so it goes green, brown, black, but in the actual issued cam cream it is green, black and brown. In the standard one, yeah, green, black and brown. Normally there'll be a mirror up here, but I had to take it out due to it getting messy. So just regular face paint camouflage. Now you're going to ear defs. So you've got these, which I wouldn't prefer because they're actually pretty bad. Then you've got AP4 MPR Sonic Defenders. Not going to take them out, but, well, they've got a little earpiece. You're supposed to put the earpiece all the way inside your ear, and there is a bit that goes there on the actual inside of your ear, so then it's a lot more comfortable. Here is what I would normally take out into the field with us. This is not a Swiss Army knife, this is just a regular multi-tool. Standard blade, as you can see, roughly around 3 to 4 inches. It's just a standard blade, roughly maybe 2 inches. And it's got a saw for cutting bits and bobs down. Now let's get onto the cooking and water supply and stuff like that. So you'll obviously have your standard mess tins. These are just regular military issue mess tins, if I can actually get them out. So you've got one large mess tin. Make sure to clean the bottom, otherwise carbon will end up going on the bottom, so I suggest you find grass or something like that. And then you've got a smaller mess tin for your desserts. So your rations, so breakfast, dinner and tea, or as some people put it, breakfast, lunch and dinner. This will go for your dessert. This will be filled up with water, so you'll have hot water. So this is where the bottle comes into place. This will be full up with water. You fill all that up with water, put your ration in, wait for it to cook while getting your fire drag set. This will go for your hot drinks, so if you get nothing murky in your water, you can pour the water in from the mess tin into here and put your ration powder in, which is what most cadets do. So all of this will, if you don't get issued webbing or an assault vest, which most likely you will, you'll get issued an assault vest. I use preferably a Fieldcraft, well, a Mark II FieldPack, which is black, obviously for dark conditions. They've got clips on the side, which wrapped up in black sniper tape. It's got a very good compartment, so maybe half an arm's length of compartment. You've got a tog here which you can tighten it and tighten this up so water doesn't seep through. Clips. You've got little pouches on the sides, and these bits, which will most likely fit everything in. So next time I'll be doing a video on a Bergen, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and not to forget, I also forgot to mention the smock, MTP. Bear in mind this is what you'll normally be wearing over all your kit, including your warm kit, which I suggest you wear unless it's going to be a warm day. This is windproof. If the cadet corps ever says it's waterproof, just agree with them, but I'm telling you now, this is not waterproof. This is more windproof than what it is waterproof. Just for a quick reminder, because I completely forgot about it.